So I talked about how there could be a solution to the semantic interoperability problem in peer-to-peer information exchange. So this problem means that we have now on the web many sites of people that have music or research papers or whatever, which they are sharing with other people, and there are really millions of people doing this. And so the question is that every one of these nodes in such a network, they have their own organization of the data and also their own taxonomies that users have imposed on those data, and they also have their own metadata. So the question is, how can these peers exchange information with themselves? And one approach is the semantic web, in which there is a universal ontology which is imposed on all peers. So if everybody agrees to use the same taxonomic structures and the same conventions for labeling the nodes in their taxonomies, then there could indeed be a good exchange. But so we think that this is good if there are domains where it's really possible to define such an ontology so that everybody can agree. But in fact, there are many domains where this is not really possible. For example, in music, new styles appear all the time, and it's really difficult to define often what you like in certain music, or how you distinguish party music from, I don't know, light music or something like that. So the approach we propose is based on using results of research in self-organization of language. And the basic idea is to associate with every peer an agent that is exchanging information, or that acts as a kind of go-between between the peers. And so the main new point about our work is that the agents develop their own communication protocols and even their own ontologies in order to deal with requests that users, or desires that users may have. So in a sense, we have an evolving adaptive ontology and an evolving adaptive communication system, as opposed to one that's sort of predefined. And of course, a very important part of this is that the ontology has to be grounded by signal processing or image processing algorithms, or by symbolic categorization mechanisms, so that it's not just symbolic processing, but that actually the categories that the agents are using are grounded in the data that the user has, so that if they are exchanging something, they can point out examples of things, and this way negotiate the shared language grounded in the domain that the peers want to exchange information about.